wake up yawning, go ahead and listen in. Even all day long, they still be watching on their computers and their phones. They stay locked in. It's that Bilingual Podcast where we talking with Big Mo and Platinum Cash.
Who's now? Y'all
Hey,
gotta go podcast with your for Big Mo. We're the Big Lock to Cash. Who's the cash?
hey, Chad, is
What
it
you got
just
something, bro?
me? Is it just me, Chad, or did his
You
microphone go ape shit?
like he froze.
Is that me or you?
Or am I the one that's messed up? You just, well,
You
you're going
bad,
first.
bro.
I don't see me.
Chad, I promise you, we were having a full blown conversation and everything was working just
I'm
fine.
bad.
As soon as I push that go button, it's like, oh boy, not good. Jenny, is it me or
So, so now you can't hear me?
is it me or Platinum, Jenny?
Can't hear me.
Yeah, his mic ape shit. Hey, hey, Chad, I do want to call out that
No.
we were in a full blown conversation. Like it was good. We were chatting, and then as soon as we pushed that record button, oh that go live button, he went rogue.
Mine still messed up. Let me go in and come back. This is crazy. I'm not sure. So,
Uh,
I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I'm gonna get out and come back.
I mean, we were
We
having
all
a
can
really
hop on.
good, we were having a really good conversation, chat, and next thing you know, we go live, and this Joker mic and everything just go ape shit. Oh man. Well, let's talk about my 2 weeks. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on this joint. Last week, we were gonna do Monday, but then Mo was tired. To be honest with you guys, I was tired. It was such a long weekend when you have to travel for just 2 days and then come back. But it was a really good weekend. I kind of tapped into the recruiting world. I got to go and recruit with my buddy HD from a college perspective, from a college talent perspective, and it was actually pretty good. I learned a whole lot. There's moments in hoops. There's different levels to stuff, but I learned a lot. Just recruiting and evaluating, but I got to do what I love to do best, and that's just sit in basketball gyms and watch basketball games all day. So that was a lot of fun, pretty exciting. But it is draining. It really does drain you. So that was last week. This week was pretty chill. It went by pretty fast actually. Memorial Day weekend hit pretty good. The weather was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous in Portland. The past couple days. Yeah, we did get a little rain today, but it wasn't horrible, right? Like we're used to it anyways. But it was nice weather. Um, but yeah, that was my week. I ain't have much going on, man. It's been a long 2 weeks, but I think we've been in pretty good. We've been in pretty good status. So Platinum Cash is experiencing connectivity issue. Ask them to refresh and re-enter the studio. Maybe he'll jump on a little bit. Anyways, couple cool things for me while he's trying to figure out his situation. Chat. Many of you guys know my mom's been going through chemo. Found out she had cancer back December 30th. So it's been a long, draining 6 months. And tomorrow is her final day. So definitely super excited uh, to put this behind us, at least the chemo part. Like, obviously, the journey never ends when it comes down to those health battles. But she's been absolutely awesome. Uh, the past 6 months, we've had a lot of ups and downs in our household. Let's put it that way. But She's been a trooper. So super excited for her tomorrow to go through that last phase. And then we're good. Hold on 1 second. Platinum is saying that he can hear and see us well. So, oh man. All right. So hopefully he joined pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Nadine. No, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's super exciting. So, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago. We ended up getting a test done, and there was no signs of repeat or cancer or anything in her. So I think that was awesome to hear as well. But yeah, no, it's been a crazy 6 months in my household. Let's just put it that way. Lots of emotions, but kind of a learning experience for me. Like there's moments that like life just throws a curveball, right? And that was something that um wasn't expected, right? Wasn't expected. And then about what was it, 3 weeks ago, um I had an aunt that unexpectedly passed as well. And she had breast cancer. So that just shows you right there that life hits you in many different ways, and then you just gotta kind of take it as it throws at you, man. So that was kind of that was the unexpected one. Super young, by the way. She was 48 years old. 4 kids, little ones. So I think that's probably been the biggest thing in our family right now. It's just trying to figure out the kids and stuff like that. But other than that, it's been pretty. Yeah, yeah. Like you're going through it with your mom, and then all of a sudden you hear about an aunt, and what was crazy was it happened. It progressed so fast with her, to the point that it was just crazy. Like it was crazy experience. But I think we were able to, you know, the kids are the kids. So I think that's the thing. All right. So Platinum is still having connectivity issues. It says that he's experiencing connectivity issues. Ask them to refresh and re-enter. Hey, bro, I know you can hear me. Just make sure you're in Chrome. I can't hear or see you, but just make sure you're in Chrome, bro. I know you're watching the show. I'm gonna try and hold off on the topics because I actually had a couple topics myself today. But I'll wait for Platinum on those. Any good things happening, chat, for you guys? Let's not all type at one time. Oh man, this is actually pretty cool. I want to call it out too. Uh, all right, we got visual. We got visual chat. Uh, oh, audio still bad, chat. Audio still
This
bad. We at least got visual though.
10 times. I've been in and out 10 times. Like I don't understand what's going on here.
Life is cray cray, Nadine. Oh man.
My glasses. Yeah. Yes. I don't know what's going on. It was working.
Hey bro, you're gonna have to mute yourself, man. You're gonna have to mute because you're going in and out talking about you don't know what's happening, it's working. Here, I'm gonna mute him while he figure that out. Well, Nadine, I hope that cray cray life becomes better. Let's unmute him and see if it's active. Say something, bro. Oh, I think he's frozen again. This is this is one of the funniest things. Yeah, Nadine, I hope it gets better. Enjoy the moment though, Nadine. That's important. Man, see what happens when you get that cheap internet? Y'all y'all gonna have to upgrade, Jenny. Can't have cheap internet. Hey, part of me want to tell him to reboot the whole computer too, but I was hoping he's bright enough to do that. You know that? Because maybe his computer got to do a restart or a reboot or something like that. And I know he's probably listening uh, on his phone or whatnot. But I promise you guys, we were on way before the 7:30. We don't just jump on. We actually jump on and talk and he was checking the music out. Everything was working. The conversation was good. And then all of a sudden, as soon as you hit that go live button, I mean, I was able to see him clearly too. Um, but it's not the first time. That's why we got to have a host. And when we get we got to have the back end audio people at his house. Then maybe that cheap internet won't happen. The child doing it. Oops. Sorry about that. I'm over here making a mess. Uh, did y'all at least have a good Memorial Day, Nadine, Jenny, whoever else is in the chat? Anything fun, exciting? It was a short week. It did feel like a short week, you know? I just think time is going by so quick. Like Monday through Friday don't feel like Monday through Friday. And then you work so hard to get to the weekend, right? And then all of a sudden you get to the weekend and the weekend it's like it's a blur. So yeah, it really don't feel like everything goes by so quick. So yeah. Well, Chad, I'll keep talking about me since we ain't on platinum. Um, what was I about to say? Oh, I'm heading back to Europe. For those of you guys that's not aware, Jenny, I heard your dad left to London today. That was the conversation that Platinum and I was having, and I was gonna let him have the conversation. But yeah, yeah, no, I think that's awesome. I'm heading to Amsterdam Saturday. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, one of the days. So I'll be there for 21 days or 16 days, 16 days, something like that. But should be interesting. Excited to see my European people, but I think one of the things I don't like when I travel, I don't like to be away from my family that long. Like sometimes it's a week chat and I think a week's like my max away from family. When I start to get 2 weeks and 3 weeks in, life's a little bit different. So we'll see how that goes.
Can you hear me?
Platinum, you back.
You can hear me actually?
We can hear you, we can see you.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is insane.
there's no toughness, man. Welcome back.
Can you fix my echo thing?
You're not echoing on my side.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow. What an adventure.
I am Nadine. I'm going for work. So I've already talked about my 2 weeks. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that was what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes right there?
yeah,
Yeah.
Nadine, I am gonna probably like for the weekend. I'm probably gonna take the train to Germany. Multiple reasons. A, I wanna drive on the autobahn. But B, it's just someplace I wanted to go. Like my dad lived a lot of his life there. So I'm probably just gonna spend my weekend and go to Germany. So that should be fun.
Wow.
It is way better, Nadine, when work pays for it. Let's just put it that way. Versus when you're not paying for it, it's way better when work pays for it. I agree.
Well, everything's better when it's free. Mo free.
So Platinum, how was your week, buddy? The chat already heard about my 2 weeks actually.
Well,
Uh,
first off, before I talk about my 2 weeks, happy Memorial Day to all the military and the people that have served. Also, a belated shout out to EK for his birthday, and to his daughter for making state for track. Shout out to that, and then all the players, all the kids and athletes that are out, for track, making state, or for whatever sport that they're in, baseball, softball.
competing.
Congratulations to those kids competing. Yeah. Um, I'm pretty sure you guys talked about the weather today. We had some crazy weather.
I actually said it's been good weather. I mean, yeah, we
This
got
weather was good.
you know what? We got a little bit of rain, but who? I mean,
No,
I rather deal with the little bit of rain we have. I mean, most of the day was nice. I went to the gym. It
good
was
is yesterday it was 72 degrees, partly
uh,
cloudy with a drizzle. And then it got to 65 windy with a drizzle, not 85 degrees yesterday, and then 62 today, raining and pouring.
that's the problem with you Oregonians right
That's
there.
how you
You're
get sick.
never happy.
Oh, I'm happy. I am
What
happy. I
weather's
am.
been good. We could have been having all of this May rain.
We do.
We
We
could
need
have
the rain anyway.
we
We
could have
do
had a
need
lot of
it.
April rain. We got a little drizzle. I can deal with
We
that.
do need the rain.
Yeah.
Last thing we need is a drought, because then you got the fires. We already don't had a fire already. It ain't even been summer yet. My 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Not a whole lot. Spring cleaning, yard work, birthday planning, um, trip planning for trips next year. The wife has to have everything ironed out already, like the day. Yeah. So that's a good thing because I'll be like, shoot, what we got? I got to look on. I got to do is looking at Costco little calendar we got. What's my
Yeah.
color? Orange. I'll be like, boom, boom. This is what I got for today. Bow, bow,
Oh,
bow.
do you
Thanks.
you guys have the digital calendar?
Yep. So she
How
just type
how
that stuff in.
how
I
is
just
how's that working? I'm curious.
you honestly want to know how often I look at
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I wanted to because because I have
I'm
multiple
gonna be
phones.
honest with you. Out of everybody in the house, she's probably the only one that still looks at it because she
Uh,
doesn't. No one even looks at that thing.
well, because I
But
have
I
multiple.
like it there. Like it's cool if I really need to. I'll be honest. I have probably looked at it a total of 2 times.
I've
I
thought
always
about
just be like, what do I got?
Yeah, I've thought about it. Again, I got multiple phones, multiple emails. Then I got uh,
I
my
have
wife telling me
two
something, my kids
phones.
telling me something, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm telling
One because
everybody,
I
yeah,
lose and the other because I
right. And
can't.
I'm throwing stuff in one phone and forgot that it's in that phone. And yeah, yeah, I've been considering buying it, but I just haven't yet. First of all, I don't want to spend the money for it, so I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
Waiting for what to go on sale?
That calendar,
Man, get out of here. You act like you
I'm a
waiting for
sales
it to
guy.
go on sale.
I'm
Get
a
out of
sales
here. It's
guy.
at Costco. Yep, that's y'all. That's how y'all get y'all points for y'all trip anyway. So you better go ahead and get it.
Man, you know how much money we spend at Costco.
I
Costco
know
should
too.
be
That's why. Hey, they just sent me a check back for $37, which I'm gonna go back and use at Costco.
shoot, 37 bucks. We got a 387 check, man. We were lucky.
Hey, yeah, but that's because we return our couches every time. Matter of fact, I will be coming with a delivery soon.
Oh man. Yeah.
What I see. Oh, the last 2 weeks, a lot of 2 week, a lot of stuff. Here's actually, I'm gonna bring up something, a debate. Drake dropped 3 albums in one day this last over this 2 weeks, right? He is ranked number 1, 2, and 3 on albums on the top 200 Billboard. 42 out of 46 of his songs are the top streaming songs out of his album. He had 46 songs he released, 47, something like that. 42 out of those are on the all streaming on 200. Okay, never been done before. Made history. 3 albums, one day, all different genres. You know who did that before he did it? Who had the record before Drake?
Jay-Z.
Nope. No, I ain't talking about the Billboard stuff. I'm talking about albums dropped. This
Well,
guy, 3 albums, 1 week, all different genres.
boy, shut
He
up. You
stole
ain't
my
get
idea. Stole my idea. Drake stole my idea.
so
I said it
so,
here.
fir- so
Platinum
first of,
Cash
so first and
released
foremost,
3 albums in 1 week.
Drake's album's been in the makings, right? Like if you think about
I don't
Him
care how
putting
long
that
it took.
big
2
block
years.
of he put that big block of ice
Two years.
in Toronto and told the crowd, "Hey, once it melts, the album would drop." Right?
Somebody cheated and
Then
he got money for it too,
well, no,
which is crazy.
the fire department ended up having to torch it because people started getting hurt to do it. Shout out to that dude, man. Kudos to that dude. Like I've heard a few other songs. I actually like them as well.
Shout out to this guy. He
Um,
did it before Drake. But shout out to Drake, the real moneymaker. I'm just saying, man.
yeah. Let's stay
Check the
focused.
sound. Check the sound card.
Let's stay focused. Here.
3 in 1 week. First person to do it.
Stay focused. But
Now, how many singles I got on the top? Something, none. But that's all right. I got something on them. That's all I can say. I got something on them. Others can't say that.
When you go 1, 2, 3, you're talking millions of people listening to it versus the 7 people listening to yours.
Hey, it all takes time. It's all about the numbers.
And me and you is 1 and 2.
Hey, it all adds up.
Maybe
7, 14 to 24. 20.
Maybe.
Yeah, just double up.
Maybe, but no, Drake's crushing it though.
Next
Shout
you
out
know,
to him because
I'm opening up for Drake.
he went a long period of time. He took a
At
lot of
52.
heat. Everybody was waiting for the comeback with the whole Kendrick Lamar stuff. So shout out to him, man.
Oh, he came back. I honestly thought he was gonna just do a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, you know what? I'm tired of y'all. I'm done. Not even gonna bring it up. He brought it up.
Well, sometimes you have to close it. You got to close the door before you can open it.
And he went at everybody. He cut LeBron up in there.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure your mom don't like that track.
Well, everybody hated the dude, man. I mean, the dude did nothing to nobody, right? Like you can't.
It was just a song.
Yeah, but
it got almost to the point like it was.
First of all,
Tupac and Biggie.
First of all, I hated the song. Second of all, I hated
because we heard it in 5 different languages.
Third of all,
a million times.
I just want to call it out. Like I did not like the damn song, people. But in your music, don't call people pedophiles and stuff. That's just unacceptable. Unless you have facts. And if
True, I agree.
And if you have facts, he should be in jail. But I mean, some things are just unacceptable, bro. You cross the line in some things. I do feel LBJ kind of turned his back on Drake, man. One minute that was like his boy.
He said we taking trips.
Yeah. 1 minute it was like his boy and his homie. Then all of a sudden,
one song.
He goes
one song.
Yeah. All of a sudden he ghosts him, right? But like that, yeah, no, it's crazy, but it is what it is.
That's the where we're in though. Gotta have that 2 minute, 2 second pleasure.
Yeah, but shout out to him though, man. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty sweet.
But you also know why he did 3 albums in one day?
No, did he say what?
He had to have 3. He had 3 more albums to do to get out of the label that he's in a dispute with.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's smart.
So he just dropped all 3 of them.
That's smart. Let me say bye.
So now he gonna be independent. He's gonna be the highest paid independent artist ever.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Ever.
That's cool that he did that.
He could just turn around and sell his catalog.
A lot of people
and then start all over.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but selling your catalog means you can't perform certain songs anymore, and that kind of sucks, right? Like if you take Justin Bieber recently was performing at Coachella, and there were certain songs that the fan loved.
He sold his catalog?
He did. And there was a lot of songs that the fans loved that he was not able to sing at Coachella, right?
So don't y'all come sue me because I was singing it.
Yeah, so no, you can't. He did sell his catalog, man. A few different people. T-Pain, I think T-Pain was another one that sold his catalog, but he got loaded off his. So yeah, he said he had life-changing money when he sold his catalog.
I mean, I'm sure he did. That's why he started coming out with some more songs.
Hey man,
talking about your stepdaddy in the club or something like that.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
That's my song. You got all the dudes coming out with songs now. Back out. T.I. and everybody. It's the old heads. Now they just gotta have a spot where you can actually listen to it and dance.
T.I. song came out because he got tired of 50.
And he needed more money.
And I ain't talking about the $50.
50 be going at everybody though.
Yeah, I mean, well,
He
T.I.
just
son don't.
he funny, but he just reminds me of just a big bully. Like, you know what?
We got a lot of those millionaires and billionaires that are big bullies in today's world, huh?
But he's
Look,
just funny about his.
yes, it looks like bullying is okay. Just like he went on Good Morning America with the so that Diddy can see him on TV. Come
I
on, man.
know.
Come on, man. That's just cold hearted.
He went petty.
Yeah, that's just cold hearted, man. That man did nothing to you.
I don't know about that. Like, we don't know what they went through. We don't know they
No one knows.
backyard
You're right.
beef.
You're right. No one knows. No one knows. But it seems like to me that there's some sour people in this world, man.
No,
You're
what
right.
you think is like, man, once you get some money, you like change your pettiness. But he got more money and it became more pettier.
Gives them
Like
more.
and they keep giving him more money. They like, oh, we like this. Give him more
Give 'em
money.
more.
I'm like,
Yeah.
50 just like, okay, shit. Let me talk more shit then.
Even the commercials and stuff, man. The dude is, he's a funny dude, but you're right. He's just a big bully, man. Funny dude, just a big bully.
You know what I think is funny? You ever heard of Big X the Plug? Right.
No.
Huge dude. Big dude. Okay. So he does like I don't know what kind of commercial is it, if it's like a phone commercial or something, but the first time he was on it, he didn't have a shirt on. Right.
Okay.
He was and he all tatted up, big dude. He just right. And now they got rid of that one. Now he got a suit on. Right. And he doing it. But I just think it's the funniest thing because
Hold up. You talking about the big dude that be mugging people and taking their stuff out the grocery stores on TikTok?
No, he a rapper. He really is. He a
Okay.
rapper.
Okay.
No. He ain't doing that. If he doing that, he done messed his life up. Like, where are you going backwards for?
Never know, man. Never know.
Well, yeah, that's true. But nah, I can't. He actually got stuff going. He got good movement right now, so I can't see him doing that. But I just think it's the funniest thing because he was known because he go on stage without a shirt on, so that's how they used him in this commercial. But once it got to a point where people were like, "Well, why is this dude, gang tats or whatever it may be all over? Why is he just no shirt on, all big on the screen?" So now he got a nice all suit on and everything. He all suited. I'm like, he looks so uncomfortable.
Some people change.
But no.
Hey, his marketing team, bro.
Something just popped in my head, which I wasn't even going to talk about. So I was just scrolling through, and there'd be rappers, right? Rappers that have name like "I'm gonna kill you" or just some crazy name. I'm just making up stuff. That maybe might be his name.
Okay.
But the dude decided to come out in an all pink strap dress. Let me rewind that for you. His name is like I said, like my name is like I'm about to kill you right now. Bang bang guy. That's his name. Okay. He came out in an all pink strap dress. And he rapping about.
Wait. What's his stage name again?
That's not his real name. I can't remember what his real name is. I'm just telling you, but his name was kind of like a name that was not like I'm about to put a pink dress on. But he did it. He said he was gonna wear it, have views, people liking it, and then wore it on stage like that for the views. For the views. So I asked myself, Mo, what are you willing to do for the views?
Not for the views. Nah, if you asking me to cross dress, I'm like Cat Williams. They ain't even got Cat Williams money, but you ain't gonna get me to sit here and roll around with a pink dress. Come on, man.
Oh man, not fire.
Man, people today like again, if you're in a movie, different conversation, right?
But my thing is, what does money and views and popularity or changing your ways or the ways of your own views sway because of that?
but you're playing a character. Like you're telling me your views, like you from a job perspective. Let's take Mrs. Doubtfire. Let's take Norbit. Let's take
No, I understand those. Correct.
they're playing a character. It's not
Correct.
like that. It's not like that's them on a day-to-day base. They're physically playing a character, right? So like that's I think that's different. I think it
So
doesn't.
he would say, "I'm just playing the character to the
Nah,
audience
bro.
because
You
I'm putting
can't
this on right
you
now.
can't
I don't
call
normally
your
dress this way."
you can't call yourself Stone Cold Killer and you running around here with a pink dress on. That just doesn't work, right? Like Martin and Will and Eddie and those, they didn't call themselves Stone Cold Killer. Like you say, he got a gangster rap. How you gonna have a gangster rap name with a pink dress on, bro?
Well, Slim Thug
Is that listen, Slim Thug?
once
call
was
yourself-
seen in a dress himself.
Come on, man.
Once could have been, I don't know. Some people could have said in charge of a gang that was on a RICO of recently.
Come on,
So,
Come on.
I mean,
Those dudes are what I call I'm not gonna say it because if I
but you want to know the crazy part about it is there before this all happened, they was sitting with their boys, and they was probably making fun of somebody else
100%.
that was doing that. Like, man, you know what? Bleep bleep,
Yep.
I ain't never gonna do that.
Yep.
Man, I get that money. Shoot, I ain't never doing that stuff. Watch what I do.
Yeah. I mean that's the crazy because that's why they.
But look at
kinda-
my bank account, though. But look at my bank account.
No, you can look at it all you want, bro. Your name was Slim Thug.
It's still Slim Thug.
Let me guess. Slim Thug wasn't thugging with the bank account, so they said try this.
I mean, he was making money.
Like you said, how far are you willing to go?
It's crazy when you're growing up, you don't hear much about it, but now with the internet and all this stuff, you hear the crazy things going on in the industry, the
Yeah.
music industry, the stuff that they were doing and happening, and how to get to certain places and spots.
Yep.
I think
But
I think a lot of industry music people don't like the internet.
You know, I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing against the internet, right? But I'm just gonna be honest. If you're a thug, stay true to your thug values. Don't let the money change you. Right? I'm just
Well,
saying.
okay, you still gotta grow up. Like you still can't be thugging 55 out here.
Well, so you telling me growing up is putting on a pink dress?
Well, no. I'm just saying you should still. You should,
Change your name, bro. And change your name. Listen. Change
it's a
your
different
name.
kind of maturity.
Change your name. Change your image. Change your identity, and then you can. Then you're free to do whatever you want. You know that was my before life, right? But you can't still be Slim Thug with a dress on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's where that came up from. That just popped in my head. That showed up on my TikTok. I was just wondering, like, wow.
The damn name, the dude name is a damn killer. A damn.
You found it?
killer.
You found it? Told you. I
Our-
thought I was
our-
close to it.
Our publicist sent it to us.
Yeah, I
The
thought
dude name
it's
is
also
a
in our
damn
emails too.
killer. There is no way in hell you're gonna name yourself. Hold up.
I told you it was pretty damn close.
And you ain't only got a pink dress on. You got a dress.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
All sparkly and everything.
The dude, bro, come on, man. I ain't even
Told
gonna
you.
click on it. I'm just gonna look at it from my phone because I don't want my picture falling on there that modem view this. Yeah, come on, man. A
He's like,
damn
thank you for the views. Thank you for the views.
a damn killer. You ain't getting no view from me,
I
buddy.
told you.
That's your name, a damn killer.
Craziness.
What
The
you-
transition right now. Local stuff. We just had, well, as the topic we're speaking of, going into this little deal where there was up in Washington at UW that a transgender of 19-year-old student was found dead in the laundry room of the campus of a housing off-campus unit on Sunday of last week, the 17th. with over 40 stab wounds and primarily to the head and neck area. They're looking for this guy. Okay, you saw the. I know you saw the video or
I
the
did.
or part
I
of it.
did.
Okay,
Yep.
it's clear as day. This dude is literally looking into the camera. You can see all the way into his soul how he is looking into the camera. Black male, 25 to 30 years old, slight build with glasses. It's still here's the crazy thing. They still haven't caught him.
So
Uh what do you think about this situation? What do you think the motive was? Well, I already know what the motive was.
he did not identify himself
I agree.
um, as a transgender. Things got a little heated, and when Buddy stuck the hand down there, he got a different package, and that led to the murder. That same story happened.
Rewind. I think it's differently. I think they were talking and already hanging out, and he found out after the fact, and then this was a ambush in the laundry room.
Yeah, I mean that could have been the case. A story happened similar in Vancouver as well, several years ago,
Mhm.
um, where he ended up um, eliminating the transgender. At the end of the day, there got to be some rules in place to protect the heterosexual person. There
Yeah.
has to be, right? Like,
Right.
and I'm not sitting here saying this is
So
not
do
me
you
saying that
feel
the person should have been murdered because
no, no,
that's
I don't agree with that. But do you feel like the person when they meet a person, their first thing should say, "Hey,
you
I
have to,
am this."
you have to. Yeah,
Okay.
you have to. You cannot lead a person on because understand there's moments that people meet on the internet, people meet a
Uh-huh.
while, they talk a while before they
Yep.
actually meet, right? And then
Yep.
because I heard a similar story for the first time a week ago. So I just started laughing internally when you said that. Um, yeah, you gotta identify, bro. Like there has to be rules. There should be laws in place. And again, I just think it sucks, right, for that individual's family, to have to go through what they're going through, and they haven't caught the guy yet and stuff like that. But I just think there's some things that has to change in that aspect. Like there has to be a law, man. Because you're gonna continue to lead people on, and some people leash are thinner than others. Snap is a real thing, and
Yeah,
it
I
seems
agree.
like in this world today, people are snapping. So the last thing you want to do is lead a person on, only
Yeah.
to find out that you are a man, like that. Like, and then my thing is, why you gotta dress up like a girl to be to try and get a man? Why not just be gay? Why you gotta go trans?
I don't know. I don't know that question. I don't know that at all. That's
Like
just
are you
the
fascinated with wearing
options.
girls' clothes, but then you still wanna date a man? I mean, like, I don't know, like, some of that stuff I don't get, right? That's a soft subject for me because, in my house, we talk about these things in my house, but I never talk about it outside of my house, because, I don't wanna offend nobody in any kinda way, but, there has to be you gotta protect others as well. I just think it's so important that
Well,
other people are being protected as well.
I agreed, and it should be something that's talked about because it's what's happening. I mean, it's stuff
It
that's
it
going
it is.
on,
It
and
is,
it's
but
going on at a higher rate than normal,
yeah,
especially, and it's also happening a lot earlier than normal
yeah,
because a lot of
yeah,
people are doing this, middle school, high school now.
yeah, that's why I'm glad I'm out the game, bro. I might be one of them individuals that snap, bro.
Oh my
Um,
god.
yeah, no, it is. It's happening more and more. You're right. I mean, even kids in middle school and in high school are going through transitions and stuff like that. I personally don't like it one bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. That middle school kid is just confused. Don't give them the authorization to be able to start to transform their body at such a young age, right? Allow them to become an adult and make that decision. Same with high schoolers. This is my personal belief. It is not something else. I just feel when you're at that age, between that 12-year-old and that 17-year-old age, it's very easy to not know what you want to do or how you want to be in
You
life.
you
Um,
have no clue of what you want to do.
you don't, and I
You don't
think
even know up until 30. I mean,
yeah,
some people.
but some people make those decisions at such a young age, and they have to live with that stuff for the rest of their
Yeah,
lives, right?
yeah.
And versus, having some sort of laws and stuff to protect our young peoples, right? Like, I even think I saw something like in the 3rd and 4th grade, and this was during the booming era of LGP, ABCD, EFG, HI, all of the letters.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, this was during the booming where I even saw they talked about somebody in the 3rd and 4th grader that was going through a transitional period, and the parents was enabling it, right? Allowing it. And I'm like, "Come on, guys, like, at some point, we gotta stop." And again, LGBTQ don't counsel me, right? I have family members that goes the other way. I support them, I respect them, but, I just think there just has to be some guardrails, especially if you're transitioning and then you're continuing to talk to a male. Like, immediately, you should always tell that male, "Hey, I am transitioning," or something. I don't know what it needs to be, but it won't only protect you as that individual, but it also protect that other person to go the other way, right?
Yeah,
But once you get too deep with somebody, you don't know what they're capable of doing, and the person that watched
true.
them
And
sometimes
that goes for not just that way, but in
the
life
other
in
way around
general.
as well. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, so I just think, transparency is something that we just haven't taught our kids, right? Like, we
And
also
I
haven't
got a
taught
question. How come if this crime happens and they find out the person is transgender, it becomes a hate crime?
Mhm.
But if you are heterosexual and let's say the other person is of another race,
So, it so
it's not
every
a hate crime.
every state has its own laws. This is in Washington, so I'm not surprised. Be honest with you. Washington, Oregon does not surprise me when it comes down to protecting the others, right? Versus a heterosexual person. I do think other states is a little bit more tougher. I actually think that these are things that you should not immediately jump to a conclusion that say it's a hate crime until you've done your investigation,
But they're
right?
gonna say that.
If there was a relationship, right? Like, let's just say hypothetically there was a
Yeah,
relationship that
that's
went
what I
sour.
mean.
It is no longer a hate crime at that point.
I agree that they're going to say it is.
Yeah, I mean but that's the problem, right? It's just a crime where an
I don't
individual
agree
did
with the
not.
crime at all, but I'm
Yeah,
saying they're going to say that that
yeah, but
is
it's
the
just a
case.
crime with an individual that did not identify themselves, and that other individual, like, never knows, like, reputation, ain't no telling what went down, right? No one knows but
Mhm.
those 2 individuals. But, like, that just caused a person to snap, man.
So, staying on the same subject, down in Cali, there's a 19-year-old transgender athlete who
Mhm.
won the girls' long jump,
Bullshit.
high jump, and
Mhm.
triple jump for the
2nd year in a
last
row.
2 years.
Yep. 2nd in a row.
Each time that
Bullshit.
she's gone up or they have gone up, they've had the runner up actually
Yep.
go on the podium as a winner as well.
Yep.
How do you feel about this?
Bullshit. I like,
Okay.
I'm strong-minded with that. Again, I'm probably gonna hurt some feelings, but, it is what it is. These are my personal beliefs. If you are born a male, you are to participate in male sports. If you're born a female, you are to participate in the female sports, right? Unless the sports allows any sort of cross gender and stuff.
Like a
Yeah,
co-ed,
yeah.
whatever the
So
co-ed,
it
yeah.
is acceptable, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to take away someone that has worked their asses off all their entire life to try and win a championship at whatever the case is, whatever the sport is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Only for a different gender to identify themselves as a different um category, whatever you want to call it at this
Yeah.
point, and compete and win. It's just unacceptable. And again, that's I like listening to Governor Newsom. I think he has some goods and bads to him. But at the same time, it starts with our leaders, right? And
Yeah.
when your leaders enable it, it becomes acceptable. So understand that, right? So again, it's enabled all the way at the governor level. So it becomes an acceptable thing, and I just think it's BS all
But
around.
I'm just trying to
To that
think who was sitting there in the right mind saying that is a fair
But
opportunity.
it was the same thing in college volleyball, right? Understand the NCAA did that until the, who was it? Boise State or someone decided, "No, we're not playing." Right? So understand, it was also happening at the NCAA in volleyball where that dude actually hit the ball so hard and damn near knocked the girl unconscious. So understand, it's not only happening at the high school level, it's happening at the NCAA level. The only difference is that I think the government has officially stepped in with the NCAA, but they
Yeah.
haven't stepped but they can't control all of these other states, right? Um, I I don't know who has the right
But
mind
how
to
do you
even speak
celebrate that as a family? I'm just
normal,
looking at it like, oh
normal.
yeah, you just went and
Yeah.
dominated all the girls.
It's because they've accepted who that individual is, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't because I accept that individual, but once you start to transition, you're no longer gonna play a female or males. You're not gonna play sports at all at that and if you are, right, you're gonna play what you were born in, right? It's just unacceptable. So even for the adults, let's be honest, because you can't fault the kid. I want to call that out. You cannot fault the individual that's running track as a male that's running women's athletics because they were allowed to do it. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So again, the end of the adults that's sitting in the rooms that just don't effing get it, right? They don't understand they don't understand that a male is so much more stronger and physical than a female. God built that in us, right? Like
Yeah.
God built male and female different, period. Right? It doesn't matter what transition male or females go through, you're built differently. Like that
Mhm.
part you can't take away. Doesn't matter what you do. You can't take away certain hormones from females. You can't take away certain things from males. Testosterone's from males. You just can't
Yeah.
do it. So like for those people to sit in the room and say we're gonna okay this, that just tells me that they didn't want to deal with the lawsuit that was gonna come down on them. They rather just make it go away and sweep it under the rug. And the fact that everyone is sitting there celebrating this for the second year in a row. I remember it was last year, and then I did see it
Yeah.
recently that it happened this year again. It just it blows my mind away that we're accepting that. But more importantly, think about the second place person or that third place person,
Okay, I
right?
was just about to go there.
Or that fourth place person that
I
has
was just
been
about to go there.
working, bro. Like, because I'm a
We
workaholic,
we
so
we already
like,
got a decrease in women's
yeah,
sports or girls
yeah,
sports as it is.
yeah.
So do you see this as another, detour or a knockback or a kickback to, with more and more girls and women not wanting to play sports?
I said the more we fight for women's sports, the dumb shit happens. And I'm big in women's sports, man. I love it, right?
Well,
Like
Portland is a big women's sports town. Yeah.
it is, right? And again, like I coach girls flag
Shout out to the
football,
Fire
right?
with a
Like,
dub tonight.
yeah, I'm big into women's sports, but it just doesn't make sense at everything that's happening. Um, and it just starts with the adults in the room, right? And personally, I would love to listen to that side of the story as well, right?
Mhm.
Because I'm an open-minded person, right? So
Yeah.
persuade me, why did you think it was right? Right? Like
Not
inform
even
me,
just
right?
right.
Make
What
make
about
me
fair?
yeah. Well, maybe it's something I'm missing, right? Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I don't have it all. I don't
'Cause
know.
everybody wants to be fair. Where's the fairness?
Well, you got to understand, life ain't fair, man.
Well,
I
true.
think these people are saying that, right? Like life ain't fair. They said they're a girl. We're gonna let them play in girl sports. Period.
Any other
Right?
news? Any other news? We've had, man, there's been shootings, a lot of things going on.
Hmm.
Uh, your president had
Why
another
y'all?
shooting.
Hey, man,
I'm just
y'all better
I'm
leave my
just
president alone.
here's I'm just trying to figure this out. He has not even been in office for a year yet. And he has already had more attempts
Yeah,
at the White House.
it's been 18 months.
It's been that long? That
Yeah,
much time passed?
January last year, MLK Day. Won't never forget it.
No, it ain't been a year yet.
Yeah, January last year, MLK Day.
Oh, well, whatever. Uh, I don't know where I've been at then on this show half the time.
I'm counting
But
down, bro. We got 32 more months.
he gonna figure something else out. He already mad that there's a possibility the Democrats could take over the Congress.
Ah, shit.
I've never heard.
But stay on task. Are you talking
I
about
don't
the shooter?
watch him on the news. I go to my parents' house. and my dad likes to watch them. Okay,
Give you the
so
update.
I'm over there. He's over there talking. And he goes, uh, "If they win this, to take over the Congress, they're going to take over America, and it'll all be bad. These are
You
very
know,
bad people." Okay, so he's calling Americans that are Democrat in the same language of very bad people as he's talking about Iran. Like the same thing. Very bad people.
mhm,
Democrats. Very bad people.
mhm,
Uh very bad. Like everybody the same bad people. So in the heads of people that agree with him,
mhm.
then they're thinking like, okay, well then everybody's just the bad people. They ain't the
Yeah.
same. Oh my god. And
So
then I wish there was some sprinkle dust. Like I could just sprinkle over the world to just be like common sense day. Today is a common sense day. We're gonna wake up and be like, oh shit, this makes sense.
so I'm a first of all, the shooting that happened at the White House the other day, there was no attack on him. I want to call that out. It just happened in front of the White House. Very disgruntled person.
I don't
Uh,
agree with this story. I actually think there's a hidden story behind it that I myself have the conspiracy of.
See, stop starting conspiracies. But
But it has facts to it.
I think
Don't come look at my house.
I just hope he prays because when it comes down to politicians and politics in general, I'm coming to my consensus, right? You talking to a person that never had wanted any involvement in any politics, right? Like that's just who I am. Sometimes I vote Republican, sometimes I vote Democrat, sometimes I vote Independent. I actually listen to people, common sense, and then I say, oh, they share the same values as me. Let me vote for them, right? That's my version of voting, right? I just want to call that out, right?
Yeah.
So when I sit back and I'm listening to these idiots, because it's not only him, right? I want to call it out. It's
Yeah.
him. It's his camp. It's the Democrats. At the end of the day, they don't care about the American people, right? And I'll tell everybody, best way to do is don't vote, right? Like we always push vote, 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 vote. We everybody like hear me out. We always thought about that, right? Vote, make a difference. Vote, make a difference. Vote. I'm starting to question everybody we put in office. It doesn't matter if it's the president or that Senate that we have that I voted for to represent me from a state of Oregon perspective, or the Congress that I have that I voted for. I'm just starting to think they
Nobody's
don't.
good,
I'm just like in my mind.
but
At the
these
end
are
of
the
the day,
worst.
well, at the end of the day, with the president, it's not a race thing with him. It is a wealth thing with him. If you have the money, he's gonna love you. If you don't have the funds, he's not gonna like you. Period. There's no black and
Got
white
no
there.
funds, get
That, that
guns.
that's why he has tons of black friends and stuff like that because it's wealth with him. It's all about money, entitlement, right? So, these congressmen and
You got
stuff like
tons.
that. And I've actually started doing my homework, right? And that's the crazy thing, the fact that I'm reading about this stuff and I never read about it.
Just because you're going into politics.
The fact that I'm seeing people go into politics making 85,000 a year. I think about I can't think of her name. It'll come to mind. She started out politics. She was selected making 85,000. How is your net worth over 1.4 million?
You're investors.
How is your net worth over 1.4 million?
You're investors.
BS. That's all I'm gonna say.
No.
Right? So you telling me
You're called
everybody
what is that
every
called?
but it doesn't make sense. Everyone goes
What
into
is that called?
politics, come out rich. Period. It makes no
Starts with a
sense to me.
G.
It makes no sense to me. But I will say this. These assassinations or attempted assassinations, it needs to stop. At the end of the day, the guy's American. He's a human. Like I don't condone violence on anyone. It doesn't matter what this dude say. It doesn't matter what he does. At the end of the day, he shouldn't break any of us. right? You got to continue your life. I understand that he can take away a lot of stuff. I understand that gas is. We were in LA last week, guys. I kid you guys not. I seen 1069. Right, like
Whoa, 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 whoa! $10.69.
we've seen what was crazy was at one gas station we seen 1069, and then if you drove just not even a quarter mile, 200 feet up the street, then you saw 840. Right, so like at the end
eight
of
dollars and forty cents.
yeah. Yeah, but I also wanna give you I also wanna give
Mm,
some facts over this right here. Understand gas prices is up, right? I get that.
that's
It's not
crazy.
and I understand we're like, "Oh, it's due to a war with Iran." So gas barrels is 122 a gallon barrel, right? I wanna call it out. That was the same price that gas barrels was back when we went to a war with Iraq. Same price. Why is it that gas was only $3 then, but now the same price of gas, same cost, it's running us $5? So it's not only understand, it's not only the war that's
The
occurring as
it's
well.
the yeah, the taxes
These
local.
competitors and stuff are also they're trying to get a capital gain as well, right? Honestly, as much as I talk about the state of Washington actually got it right. They suspended their gas taxes until further notice. They're not the only state to do that, but other states did the same thing because I think that they're all starting to realize that, hey, we can go without this money from a state perspective for a short period of time so that the lady next door can get to work next week. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah, we
it
can.
just doesn't make no sense. Well, what we're doing, where we're at, and it's only getting worse. It's not getting any better. I mean, hell, I go to the grocery store. It's only 3 people in my household. Well, my kid, whenever she show up, I haven't seen her in a couple weeks. But is it? It's only it's only a couple people in my household. We go to the grocery store. There's no reason why we have to spend 300-400 bucks, right, to go to the grocery store. Right? But it is what it is, right? Like at the end of the day, um, my advice to people is, murdering people is not the answer. It's not. I mean, honestly, all we could do is just keep doing our part, and if you do your part, like, I get it. Like everybody's going through some stuff. I hate seeing layoffs happening, right? Like I just saw last week, Meta let go 8,000 people, right? The week, 2 weeks ago, we went through a bad layoff as well. Like I saw friends and colleagues, you know, go. Like I understand that, right? But at the end of the day, like we just got to keep grinding as peoples um, but we just gotta get back to loving each other, man.
Loving each
Like I
other.
just I just remember growing up and,
Hey, I'm about to
like
play this song,
the
man.
whole neighborhood is cool, but now all of a sudden, damn, I can't even go outside and tell my people next door what's up. They
Why can't
look at
you?
you weird. They look at you weird, man. So it's like, "My
Well,
bad,
shoot.
bro."
Hey, you can't go to anybody's house you don't know no way because people just shoot.
You can yeah, I mean,
You
so,
can't
like,
even have the wrong house for Uber Eats.
we just gotta go back to loving each other, bro. That's my advice to
They just
all.
come out shooting like you at their house on a purpose. I'm just here. Thought I had to drop some food off for you.
It's crazy, but I don't know how many more assassinations we're gonna have, but it's been 1.5 years, and it's been, like, 4 or 5 attempts. I guys,
Okay,
it's
but the
just
story
not
about
the
the
answer.
guy, story about the guy that got shot and killed. He had mental issues. He had been trying to get their, I don't know, he has some assassination with the White House. It ain't anything to do with the president,
Yeah, I saw
nothing to
that.
do with anybody. So I'm honestly thinking this dude, he was told to stay away. He had got a, a trespassing or whatever.
Mhm.
So he
Yep.
wasn't supposed to be
Warning.
anywhere near. So
Yep.
why didn't we just shoot him with a something or taser or something? This dude didn't have no gun. This dude wasn't going there to do nothing. This dude had a mental issue that was about to just be looking at the house. It had nothing. They gonna say he had a gun because they shot and killed him. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, but you know what? It's the same thing I asked. Why do we let criminals out? Why do we got sex pedophiles out right now? Repeat offenders. I understand a mistake
So you're
one
just gonna
time.
shoot everybody that's a repeat offender?
No, I'm just saying, like, why do we, when we know that people are repeat offenders, why aren't we getting people the help they need
That's what I
instead?
mean. They didn't try to give him the help. They
We're
just
just letting them run free. We're just
slapped him on
we
the wrist and told him
because
this is what's gonna happen.
we don't have time for them.
It's
They're
because they'd
like
rather just shoot people.
How,
Instead of help.
I don't know if that's the answer, bro. I don't know if that's the answer. I don't know.
I don't think that. I don't think he was. I don't think that was what was necessary for that particular situation.
Yeah, I saw. I read that
But
he
that
was.
happens in a lot of times, like that. You don't need to have that extra force. But here we are. A lot of extra forces are always used. Too much is never
There's
necessary.
it's a combination, man. It's a combination of
Another issue going on across the U.S. We have teens that are overtaking public places and causing chaos in locations with random people there minding their own business, either eating, shopping, or whatever they may be. But these kids are coming through, destroying shit, fighting people,
Mhm.
old people, young people, don't matter who it is. They just coming through, boom, 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 doing whatever they're doing, take it off. And it's so many
Mhm.
of them at once, it's hard to be contained. What do you feel
Mhm.
about this stuff that's happening, and who should be at fault?
Please don't do that if me and my wife is out and I'm packing. That's all I'm gonna say. Just please don't do that with me and my wife is out. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Wife and kid puts me in protection mode, and I'm not gonna spare any expense. Just gonna be honest with you. I just think if I'm out with the fellas, it's okay because we're just gonna take my belt off and whoop the shit out of you. But if I'm out with the family, like my protection level is different when I'm with my family than when it's just me, right? And that's just my mental mindset. I, I it all goes back to the parents. All right, it just always goes back to the parents, man. Like it's an unfortunate situation. I've been following that stuff a little bit. The chaos and stuff. I don't know, man. Like I don't know who to blame. Parents at this point.
So you get the parents in trouble, they're arrested or they go to jail. Now you have no parent at
I,
home,
yeah, now you're in the system because here's my 2 cents.
or do
I
you just arrest that kid?
I don't think we blame. I don't think we put enough on the parents, and that's why kids are running wild the way that they doing. Right? Like again, I'm just
Well,
visualizing.
you got a lot of situations where these kids are just single parents, mostly mothers,
That
and so
doesn't
the
matter, bro.
dudes the
Hey,
dudes
I
are
was raised.
overrunning the
I was
house by the
raised by a
time
single.
they
I was
13,
raised by a single
14.
parent. I was raised by a single parent.
I know, but I'm
I
saying
hear it.
differently now. I'm talking about in these households nowadays.
I hear it,
Like the
but
way I hear some of these kids talk to their moms.
what values did they mom teach them? I understand that the mom is working. My mom worked a
No,
lot.
they could have
But
their mom could have been teaching them all the best
but
values.
you gotta nah, I disagree. I
But
disagree.
once the kid get outside, they outside. You don't know what the
I
different,
feel
you know.
I do. Like I see that and I hear that, but I always feel a kid will always go back to their values. It like no matter how much trouble they get in along the way, they're always gonna revert back to certain values.
You hope.
You hope most times they do, right? And in certain moments. The whole chaos thing, you could talk about arresting a kid, but that's just another kid with a record. So again, I just think parents needs to be held accountable a little bit more. I mean, our biggest issue right now is we just give the kid a cell phone or a tablet and call it good. My family too. My niece has spent all day on the tablet. Well, she don't because my sister put her on screen time now. But I'm just saying, like that's the biggest problem. Every kid, like if you go sit in airports, sit on planes, sit in restaurants, like I think, man, we were just eating a couple weeks ago, having breakfast. And because parents don't want their kid acting out, they just put a tablet in front of them, and that keeps them shut, closed.
Yeah, tablet phone.
And so where you think they're learning most of the stuff as they get older? Because as a 2 and 3-year-old, you don't know how to scroll. All you know is Mickey
Hmm.
Mouse Club.
Hmm.
But once you start to get 5, 6, 7, that same tablet you're now scrolling through, you're now probably seeing things that you shouldn't see,
Correct.
regardless of parental control. You can
Yeah.
still put
Yeah.
parental controls on there, but there's so many different ways people put stuff out there and they mistag
Oh,
it,
I
or
know.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean, I just think parents, it just starts with being better parents, period. It does. Myself included, because I don't know where the hell my kids at. Actually, I do know where my kids at. Actually, but my kid's also 24. I want to call it out. I do know where she at.
They're like,
Uh,
"Dad, you done lost your kid."
I do know where she at, chat. But I just think that's
uh,
where it just starts there. Like it starts with the parents. And then I also think we're so afraid to ask for help now. Everybody has their own egos and stuff like that. With
mhm.
how social media work, we're just so afraid to ask for help. You know that, like we are. We don't want to ask people, "Hey, I need help," right? And I'm not talking financially and stuff like that, because a lot of people ain't afraid to ask for financial help,
Yeah,
but they're afraid to ask for other help. You know what I mean? And I think that's where, that's where growing up in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. I was a 80s babies growing up in, but the 80s, you're like 5 years old, but the 90s, you're like in that age. You
that's
know,
right.
it's, if you just sit back and think about it, right? Like it was just a little bit different, man.
Yeah,
Re- Responsibilities was different, even with our parents working long
and no
hours,
cell phones.
no cell phones,
Yeah,
right?
no
And
way to keep in contact.
and what was crazy was, even with no cell
No
phones,
trackers.
and I was somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be at, I was still trying to get my ass home before my mom did.
Correct.
How how
Exactly.
how crazy is that, right? Like I couldn't even be tracked, and I was so afraid of my mom.
She find out I'm over here. I gotta get out of here.
How crazy is that? You're so afraid,
These
where
kids
today
don't
we're
care
trying to
now.
track
Even
you,
even
right?
being tracked, I don't care. No, I'm here.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? Everything was just through word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth.
Yeah,
But no, I think the internet is destroying us. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is. I mean, it's destroying us. It's good for certain things, but it's destroying us socially. And socially is probably the right word to say. I think our social skills are horrible.
Inter
And interaction with each
interacting
other.
wise.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Like
I think
socially
we
on
are
the
better.
internet. No.
Yeah, no, internet, you're fine. Like, internet, you're a whole different person behind the screen,
Hmm.
right? But then all of a sudden, face to face, you're different, right? Like me just coaching basketball, I'm sitting here processing a text message that one of the kids sent me. And
Oh
I was like,
Lord.
what is he trying to say? And it was like, I'm like, oh my God. Um, but like I just think socially, I think we're just so far away from where we were in the 90s. And I do think that's why we built a little different. Um, but also we, parents, it just goes back to the parents, because they don't want people saying certain things to their kids, but then
Yeah.
they don't want to say what's right to their kids either. So it's a 50-50 thing there, bro. Parents don't wanna do
Just
it, they
got
don't want
told.
other p Parents don't wanna do it, they don't want other people doing it, so the kid's gonna continue to act out,
This kids is bad.
and that's why you got the chaos happening right now.
Yeah, these kids is
Until
bad.
until
Bad
a
kids.
until a kid is accidentally hurt,
I
dead.
don't even think they care. I
Eh,
don't think they care.
no, you know what, they don't. You would think they don't until something happened, and then that parent gets on TV saying they had no clue their kid was there. They was supposed to be at school. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
This is how they think, right? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
really? Like, so then all of a sudden the world feels bad for them. That's how. And then it's a
yeah.
cycle.
Oof. Michael Jackson song can be played all the time. You children. Let's get into a little of the, unless you got something else to get into. Let's talk a little of
No,
the basketball we got going on, because
uh,
somebody just
you know
got
what?
to just
The Knicks just
just
demolished. The
I
Knicks
don't even
just demolished.
here,
Demolished.
you want to know, here's what's bad about the NBA right now in the playoffs. Every game four that these Knicks have had, the team just sat down and just let them blow them out. Or whatever the last game of their whatever to win, they just let them blow them out. Like they don't even show up. People pay
You know,
money to go watch a game for
playoffs
professional
are
players to
nothing.
play.
You playing playoff. You paying playoff dollars, bro. Like you ain't paying regular season
It's
dollars.
almost like they were like, let's just let the Knicks make it. this year because Stephen A had a fit the other day, and then all of a sudden Atlanta was about to sweep them and take them out, and then all of a sudden they won 11 straight.
I think first and foremost, congrats. Okay, congrats to the New York Knicks who represent the Eastern Conference.
Woohoo.
Um,
Since 1999.
so I do want to call it out. I do want to say congrats there. I think ever since that 22-point lead when me and you was coaching basketball, and I said, "Hey man, they came back from a 22-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter." Ever
Beat
since that moment,
Atlanta.
it,
Yep.
it, it tore them apart. Right, it tore them apart at that moment of time. Um, I
Oh,
I,
you
don't- I
talking about
don't
yeah, the
the
Cavs. Okay,
Cavs, the
yeah,
Cavs.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I don't know. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we're actually watching the NBA finals between the Spurs and Thunders right now. I think they're showing why those two are the best two teams in NBA basketball. I'm almost at the point where I think we probably need to get rid of the East and West when it comes to the playoffs.
What you mean?
I just think your top 16 teams represent. One plays 16, two plays 15, and so forth.
Ooh.
I because first of all, you can't have the East has been down, right, since LeBron left the East. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you got the
I
West
mean,
is
Boston
stacked,
won.
but I'm just saying you got the West is stacked. You see what I'm saying? Like at this point, just take the top 16 teams, let them hash it out. And in fact, you got the playout. I mean, you got the play in. So now take the top 20, right? You do your little play in with the bottom with 17 through 20,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you just let them hash it out. Period.
Mm.
Like I don't at this point I don't care about
You
travel.
don't
I
you
mean I
don't
mean
you don't
you got
you don't
billions
think
of dollars.
you
Travel
don't
don't
think
matter.
what you're thinking is you're saying the finals this year is not going to be competitive. The winner is either San Antonio or Thunder.
I do think that. And I hope
Actually, I think the winner of this game 5 is the winner of
I
of,
hope
of the finals of
I hope
everything.
I'm wrong. I want to call it I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am. But when I watch the New York Nets and I watch the Cleveland Cavaliers, and let's say I only watch probably an hour of the whole 4 games. I want to call it out, probably a total of an hour. But when I watch them two teams, and then I just flip back and I look at the Spurs and OKC, those
They're way
guys,
younger
are
though.
they're,
True.
but they're playing such more competitive, right?
Yeah.
Like they're playing for something.
That series was a boring series. Like it hurt the NBA. That series literally hurt the NBA.
I almost feel almost all series hurt the NBA this year.
Not this
Well,
San
not
Antonio
this
one.
one, not this one. But if you go back and you look at, you and I've been talking about this for over a month now. Every game, every night there was a blowout. There was one team every night there was a blowout, and we're like
Yeah.
37 points in the
Or
NBA
50
game.
points or
You
yeah.
supposed to be the highest competition. The top 4 teams, understand, highest competition, top 4 teams,
In a
37
playoff game.
blowouts. We ain't talking platinum. We ain't talking beginning of the year. We ain't talking before the All Star break. We're talking. You're supposed to be playing. These are the teams that are playing their best basketball.
Yeah.
If Cleveland was going to do that, they should have just lost to Detroit.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's basically saying like when no one's ever came back from 3-0, they're like, oh, okay, we're not gonna come back. So they just gave up. Like, let's just go ahead and hurry up and go to vacation. I don't know.
Spare me, man. You're a
I don't. I
professional.
don't. I just
You-
can't understand it sometimes. I know it's a game, but like
I'm,
sometimes
I'm a
the
firm
competition,
believer.
the money or the gimmick of it outweighs the actual passion of basketball at certain
Pay me,
points. When
pay me half of what these people are making,
some people don't even need to get paid, just let me play.
and let me coach. And you know what? Like the NBA also is a product as
That's
well,
what I
and
mean.
so
The gimmick of it.
I've learned that over time as well. Because there are players on the bench due to what they're making, they're not allowed. They're like they can't play them, right? But at the
Because
end
you
of
ain't
the
finna get
day,
your bonus.
at the end of the day, if you're proud it ain't, if you're proud it ain't, yeah, you don't want to give your bonus because if they go in the
Mm-hmm.
game 2 minutes, you got to pay them now 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I just think they probably need to go away from those things. They need to allow these coaches to coach. I cannot stress that out. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter if it's player 1 or player number 15, right? If Harden ain't getting the shit done, bro, you got to bench him, right?
I agree.
And I hear my mom talking about that all the time, right? And I'm like, "Mom, you can't do that
Yep.
because then
And
all of a
that's pretty
sudden
much what he wanted to say is like, I can't put him on the bench.
yeah, I'm like, "Mom,
Like
you
I put
can't
him
do
on
that."
the bench, he gonna bitch, and then next thing you know, I'm gone.
Yeah, but I just think, like, I just think you can put number 14 and 13 in, and they may get in and give you that spark that you need, you know what I mean? Like,
Thunder
that's
does
a
that. The
like, and
Thunder.
I think that's yeah, the Thunder do play everybody because I think though all of those contracts are super small because 'cause they're
Yeah, and
young,
they got so much
right?
money.
So those
Yeah, and
contracts are
picks.
small
That's
enough they
crazy.
can do it, but I think if it's gonna end up being bonus and contracts and stuff like that, it's the issue that we can't put players on the court. The NBA needs to change their model.
So that's
But
basically analytics talking then. I can't play you because of this money.
yeah, yeah, so the analytics is talking from a money perspective, not from a game perspective, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know, man. Like the more I sat back and I'm sitting here thinking about the playoffs, I'm like, I remember the NBA used to promote 40 games in 40 nights. I was just telling you
Yep.
that last week,
Yeah.
remember? I was like,
Yep.
we used to get 40 games in 40 nights. It was literally a game every night. Now all of a sudden they can't even promote that
Yeah.
because it's always a sweep, right? Like it's always a sweep now. And like I don't know. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say these athletes ain't playing hard because like again, they're at the highest level, man.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
And I just think but I do think that many of them no
Check
longer
out.
yeah, many of them no longer take the athletics part serious because of the money they're making. You know what I mean? Like they would rather make the 10 million and stay injury free than go out there and be all out and risk
Uh,
things.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
so I think they let the money overrule them. So and kudos to them, man. Get the bag, right? I can't
Yeah.
complain. We all know that money makes the world goes around. We all know that money creates opportunities that
Mhm.
you've never had in life. Like we
But
get
you're
all
gonna get way more opportunities in the finals than you are.
will you though? That's the question, right? We hope.
Nope.
We hope, right? But I just think the NBA is failing us in many different ways, bro. Like I think it's getting worse. And I'm hoping that it changes. I really do hope so. And I think that's probably why they're talking about they need to expand. I don't
Do
think
you
it's a
think they need to
matter
go to um the Olympic rules?
I
So basically the European rules, I guess.
I do think so. Like I
Like
do
you can
think
grab the ball off the rim. My only thing is women would just be taking stuff off the rim all
I
day. Like you're
I
not.
get I get that, but he plays international rules outside of the NBA, outside
He
of these
does.
Asian
He
games,
does.
right?
He
So keep that
does.
in mind. I do think
And we
that
have won international rules wise.
yeah.
So
So with the international rules are unique, but also
wider key.
if you can tell the Team USA actually struggles internationally because of the rules are so different. I think those rules should be the highest level of rules, right? Why is it that we at the high school level or at the youth level are teaching our kids one way, right, not to travel, right, or even at the international level because we kind of mirror the international rules outside
Mhm.
of the three ball, right? Other than that, our rules are almost identical with the international rules. Why is it that we're teaching them one way, but then the NBA has their own subset of rules, right? Like the travel rule is crazy because I don't think
Mhm.
people realize that you can move as long as you haven't put your travel starts when you put 2 hands on the ball, not with 1 hand on the ball.
Yeah.
So,
That's
I
why
don't think
we see a lot of those where
but
Braun
we
and them
see
are
those
just
travels.
walking with the ball.
Yeah, we see those travels and we're like, "What the" so the rules are different. I don't know. Like, I do think that they need to change it up. Like, I get that he's done a mid-season thing to try and get people more engaged and stuff. He probably need to look at the rules, man.
Yeah.
He
But I think they
probably need
do go through the rules and check it like every off season. Like, hey, what can we change? What can we add? What can we not add? What can we do better? That's the good thing about the sports is they actually do kind of
Mhm.
listen to the audience. Definitely in the NFL, and they go and say, okay, this worked and this didn't work. Let's see what we can do to make this game a lot better.
Well,
for
they
the
ain't bringing the
fans.
kick. They need to bring the damn kickoff back because that dumbass kickoff they got us
Well,
doing
they
right
actually
now.
they
What
actually said
happened
the
here, Tony?
kickoff was better. They had a better reaction with that kind of kickoff.
From who? The
I don't
neurologist?
know. Analytics.
The neuro. Yeah, you're right. They've proved less injuries. They've
Mhm.
proved
So
but
it worked.
because they don't get to run the ball as much. You're right.
I mean, it ain't cool. I mean, I can be a kickoff return guy now.
Anybody can. I mean, shit. You can put a kid out there. They
I
ain't gotta
mean,
run the ball.
I'm going straight out of bounds, but I can still be one. I ain't
That's
trying to
crazy,
get
man. But yeah, no, the NBA they got to change it up, man. They do got to change it up. But shout out to the Nets. I ain't gonna hate on them or nothing.
Yeah.
You
Shout
know,
out to the
I'm
Knicks
I'm
because they
happy
make it.
for them, bro. I'm happy that
Man,
they got there.
they just been getting wins and just chilling. They've been having weeks off.
Yeah, and how they getting there too, right? Like if you look at their roster, right? Jalen Brunson was in Dallas. Dallas got rid of him. Cat was in Minnesota. Minnesota got rid of him.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes, think about him, right? He was
Yeah.
in Sacramento,
Green Bay-
right?
Sacramento, buddy. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
Golden
so
State,
so
Sacramento.
if you
Yeah.
look at all of the pieces that they put together, it's actually pretty impressive, man.
No,
Right?
Harrison Barnes is at San Antonio.
Oh, my bad. Yep. He was at San Antonio, but he was at
OG from
yeah,
Toronto.
yep,
OG
yep.
Anunoby.
OG
And
was
then they got
Toronto.
the one that Stephen A hates the most is they gave up so many draft picks and everything to get what's his name from Phoenix.
Yeah, the Cameron Payne.
No, what's his name from Villanova? They all went there. I don't know why I can't remember the name, but he
yeah. No, the other Villanova dude.
yeah.
But they're doing a good job. I mean, again, I think they did a good job putting those pieces together. Because what they did is they didn't go and get superstar players. They went and got
No.
hard workers and grinders, right?
And they all went. And Stephen A actually said it today on first day. He said they're all friends.
Yeah.
Right, because most of them played together at Villanova. That's why what's his name was
yeah.
so mad that he had to go to Minnesota when they traded him away because he was like, "Dang, I was with my boys." So he's like, they
Yeah.
all get along, and they said that what's his name he ain't even the highest paid. He don't get paid that much
Who
because he
that?
took a pay cut.
Who?
So he only making 40-something million a year.
Only 40-some million a year.
But then you got 60, 70s about to be happening, right? He's still under contract for another 2 years. So
Yeah, but
he
you
win
know
this.
what?
He win this year. This dude about to get paid a lot of money. New York about to. Hey, New
I
York
don't know, man.
about to be under siege. If New York wins the championship, it's about to be under siege. Lock all y'all doors.
I
And
don't
stay
know.
home.
I don't know if you saw, but the mayor and they cut them from watching the game in their square. So they can no longer watch the game outside. I don't know.
Oh,
if
they're
you
gonna do
saw
it
that.
again. They're gonna do it again.
But think about it. They're not gonna have TV. They're not gonna have
Somebody's
TV.
gonna bring a TV. Watch. Somebody gonna pull up with a semi or a truck with a TV on it, and they're gonna be watching it there. I'm telling you this right now.
So
I mean, telling you this right now. If New York, they're not gonna even win it yet. Let's say if New York goes up in the series, the town is tearing up just to be up in the finals. They're gonna tear up.
I don't think they go.
It's gonna
up.
be a short tear, but if they win that thing, you remember when Illinois, who was it? Not Illinois, but who won that thing and they just destroyed everything? Oh man.
I think it was Villanova actually.
No, it was Illinois, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna watch Colin, bro. I'll be honest with you. I don't see it.
Because remember we said they got to get all no Indiana because you said they got to get all the kegs out of there.
Yeah,
the
it
town.
was Indiana.
Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
They had to
it
remove
was.
all the kegs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
man.
it's gonna be like that. They're gonna be like all liquor stores are closed, all bars closed.
So-
Party at your own house.
So before we go to your rapid fire, Jackson Dart made lots of headlines over the weekend about hanging out with his favorite for president. What are your thoughts on that? Out of curiosity, I think that's been like the topic of the last.
Well,
4
here's my rebuttal. You can't come at a guy and say his religion. His religion is not the same as somebody's political choice. Like you can't. He chose to wear his religion and his tradition and his family values and his jacket is not the same as him having a political choice. And if he doesn't like him having that political choice, just like he may not like his religion, okay. But that is not the same whoever was saying like, well, yeah, he it's just like you with your no, that's not the same thing. That is not the same thing. But he obviously was like, hey, bro, you know where we're at, and you obviously steered us a different way. Like maybe he talked to him differently. Like, hey, man, I believe in some things, but I ain't that big of a supporter. And the next thing you know, you see him on stage. We don't know the background,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They in the locker rooms and all that stuff, having the conversations and talking. He probably said something totally different, and so now he's seeing him out there like, oh, okay. So you was literally just at my house or something, and we was talking differently. Now you up on stage with the dude that I definitely don't get along with. So yeah, so he has a right to say how he feel. He ain't say nothing back to him.
yeah,
He say nothing back.
yeah. Fair. I don't know, bro. You know what? I think here's the thing. If you believe in free speech
Yeah,
and you believe in um people having their own values, regardless of your friendship,
yeah.
then it won't be a problem. But if you
But I
don't believe
mean,
in free, but if you don't believe in free speech, which right now about 80% of America do not, it's a problem.
yeah. I mean, then everything's a grab, right? So
Yep, yep,
that moment was a good moment to catch him and say something, and it was a good thing to pick up because y'all just had camp or whatever, so now this is the
yep.
norm. Another thing to put, in the middle of basketball finals, football in. I mean, that's just plain and simple. Like the football gonna get its shine no matter if it's good or bad. It's gonna
They're gonna
be
get the
in your
moment. Yeah,
news
yeah, they're
at
gonna get the news.
any time of the season. It's no matter when they're out of season, you still getting football.
They're getting their news.
Somebody gonna say something about football. Something gonna happen. Whether it's Dallas, it's gonna be in the news.
We're gonna hold on to rapid fire questions because I got another question. Stephen A. Smith and Jalen Brown's been going at it the last couple weeks. What are your thoughts?
Once again, this is another one of those catch and grab like deals for Brown. I think because Stephen A even said it because I watch it first take every day. He even said, "Hey man, I ain't got no ill will against you. Like I literally promote a lot of stuff about you in a positive manner. I just thought what you did that moment was out
It's
of
bad.
taste. Was
Yeah,
not a good thing.
yeah,
So I don't understand." And he goes, "I don't understand why you just coming at me. I
yep,
wasn't the only one that said that.
yep,
A lot of people have said that,
yep.
but you're not saying anything about the other people. It's just me." And that's when what's his name was like, "Oh, he really is just trying to grab at stuff and build up his social
Yeah,
media thing,
yeah.
right?" So
So
Stephen A was like, "Just bring me on, man. I'll just talk to you in person. Like we can just talk. You want me on your show? I'll be on your
yeah,
show.
you'll build
Like
he'll
if
build
that's what
that
you want,
he'll
I'll be
build
there
it
to
up
talk to
quick.
you."
So I think people are attacking Stephen A. For multiple reasons. A
Easy to attack.
um, easy to attack. Yeah, very easy to attack.
Yeah.
But B, they also know that when you attack Stephen A, he has to address it on his platform,
Hmm.
right? And they also
Most of
know
the
that
time.
he has
Most of the time, if he
yeah,
thinks it's worthy of
most times.
attacking,
Yeah.
yeah,
But he's gonna attack it. He's either gonna address it on first
or
take
off on the radio. Yep.
or on his podcast. But it's gonna get
Yep.
addressed. It's gonna get
Yeah.
addressed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I think they, right, the people understand that Stephen A network and market is so massive that if you say one thing about Stephen A and
Correct.
it goes out there, his comeback, right, is gonna drive more revenue to them. Right.
Yep.
And I just think
Even if it's
with
negative.
yeah, and I just think with Jalen Brown, I actually, I sat back and listened to some of it. I thought he was out of line, like I do, and it's funny because Kendrick Perkins, Big Perk was reading some of the text
Yep.
messages that people was
Yep.
actually
That he
sending
sent
him,
to him.
and I was
Yeah.
like, dang, bro.
And
But
he's like, if you got beef, come at me too.
it's not looking good, right? Like at the end of the day, you blew the 3-0 lead. I meant the 3-1 lead, right? At the
Yeah.
end of the day, you can't
You
fault
were the
Tatum.
runner up MVP.
Tatum was coming back from an injury. You've been running around the MVP all the season, right?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you don't show up, bro. I do think he's out of Boston. I do think Boston's get rid of him. Boston don't like media very well. That whole all of the teams, the
No,
Patriot.
they like media. They just don't like black people in the media.
Yeah, they don't like negative media. So I think he'll be out. I'm not gonna use the word black people, but
No,
they don't
I
like
said it.
negative.
He know what he be doing. The stuff that he does, they know what he doing. That's why he might be out because they don't like that in
Yeah,
that particular
Boston's gonna be out.
situation or town. I've heard.
Yeah. So who you cutting tonight, man?
No, Mo, I got a question though.
Oh, go ahead.
I
Ask your
gotta
question.
ask this question because this
Ask
has
your
actually
question.
been on my mind for quite a bit.
Oh God, ask your question, man.
So, you know how you go to this, you go to restaurants, you order your steak. Can I have my steak well done, medium rare, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
How come
Yeah.
no one ever orders their ground beef medium rare or well done or any of those?
Because it's ground beef.
It's still the same beef. If I take my steak and I ground it up, it's still the same beef. So you know what's gonna happen?
You
For
you
my
know
next
what?
order of tacos, I'm gonna order my tacos medium well.
You know what's funny? That's the case for all beef though. If you sit back and think about it, right? It's only steaks where you have to choose how you want your steak. It's
Correct.
nothing else.
That's my thing. But why?
But ground beef doesn't come from that steak. Ground beef comes from other parts of the cow.
You
I
can
think
ground whatever beef you want to.
you can, but I think the steaks are premium cuts from the cow, which
So I
is
take my
why
premium cut of steak and I ground it up because I want that for my spaghetti.
you'll
So
be
can I
able
have
to
my
get
Kobe
on it.
beef spaghetti?
You know
So
what?
now, I got even more expensive spaghetti. So now I got Kobe beef,
Mhm,
medium rare
mhm.
spaghetti.
Not medium rare.
Well, I mean, depending on how you eat your steak,
No,
however you eat your steak.
you well done. So you
No,
don't
not
gotta
me.
worry
I'm
about
just talking about people. Well, my food gonna always be cooked, so I'm not gonna eat my medium nothing. I'm just saying.
Kobe beef medium rare.
Now, if some restaurant out there starts doing this shit, excuse my language, and start making spaghetti and they making money off of Kobe beef spaghetti, I said it first, medium rare.
Boy, you stupid, man. You stupid.
I'm just
First of
saying.
all, if that's the question that's been on your mind, we got a big problem.
Well, I'm just wondering why people don't ever order that like that,
Oh
or
man.
their tacos or spaghetti. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? For my cut, I was thinking about this. I was like, man, who am I gonna cut? And I had nobody to cut. Yeah,
That's like the third time, bro. So
I know. It's been
so
2
who you,
weeks.
so who do you want to give a shout out to if you don't want to cut nobody?
I gave shout outs early. Oh, but I will give more shout outs because what I got next weekend, next Sunday, Monday, we're going to be on Monday. Wait, you on a whole nother time zone.
We're gonna need to talk about it.
If not on, we're not on. I'm giving shout outs. We got graduations. Shout out to Boston who just graduated. We'll be up there for the graduation party. Big E.
He graduated 8th grade, bro.
That's Colson. That's Colson. Boston is older.
The older one.
Oldest.
The older one graduated in high
Yes,
school.
yes.
I didn't know
Yep.
that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
shout out to that because I'll be up there celebrating the graduation party.
Yeah,
You
know what?
The Unk with the funk is on his way.
You know what, guys? I ain't got shout out to my boy HD. Last week, I got to look at some talent, and we went in to look at this big 7-footer, and I was in there all of 2 minutes and said nope. And I think HD was depressed too because dude was 7'2",
Damn.
and he was bad. But like shout out to him because one of the things I learned.
Wait a
last
minute.
week-
Shout out to the dude that was bad or shout
because
out
one
to
of the
the
because one of the things I learned is that the grind is real, right? As a head coach at the junior college level, the grind is real. But there was a couple other kids that was awesome, great talent. But
Nice.
just shout out to him for allowing me to tag along and learn
Yeah.
some awesome stuff. So I got to give him some credit there.
We'll be recruited again in July.
Especially after I cut him a couple weeks ago, so I kind of felt bad. I had to tell him thanks for that. And I do look forward to some more. I don't have nobody I want to cut either. To be honest with you guys, chat. I think everybody's been great. Even the old lady on the road when I was trying to get to church. The other
Ooh,
day I was running late,
on church
and,
day.
and I couldn't cut her because it was my fault I was late. So it wasn't her fault for going 5 miles an hour on TV highway. And whoever, but I do want to cut whoever grandma that was because they know damn well they grandma should not be on the road looking like she 95 years old, her eyes closed. Whoever did that, that's messed up.
Hey, you can't be ageist.
Yeah, you can call me what you want to call me, but that OG was on the
Hey,
road.
she probably was like 60. You don't know how old she
I
was.
guarantee you she was in her 90s.
Well, I have another shout out before we get off because we started late anyway. Um,
You started late.
Shout out to Amy at the Zesty Carts, my bartender. Shout out on Friday night for my 80s party that they threw up there. Big shout out. Hey, and DJ Snake Eyes
Um,
on the ones and twos.
I'm
Thank you
not,
guys and my dance partner. You know who you are. Appreciate
I'm not
you.
gonna I'm not gonna comment on that video, but
Oh, you saw the video?
let's just say
Hey.
let's just say you fit right in with the old crew. End us on that.
Hey, I gotta be out there with the whole crew. I'm gonna have a drink or
You would've-
two. Where's my music at?
If you would have seen
This is
your
funny.
legs.
This is crazy.
Are we getting out?
I told you I didn't want to go out.
Are we getting out? We all sitting here. Hey,
Okay.
I've been,
Okay. Okay. It's
Can
the
you hear it?
cast that got you listening. Late
No, you can't hear it.
yeah, I heard it, bro. I
Hey,
was
Oh.
fine.
we want to thank y'all for listening tonight. Please subscribe and share if you fell in the vibe. Hope our topic of discussion got you thinking right. We do this for y'all every Sunday night.
And Mondays.